guys, welcome back in Korea Bangla YT. And last of part and the videos we do lots of things like we add the weapon recoil and do lots of things, but now there's a one bugs. Like as you can see that if you are not aiming, our player also turning in pitch like it's going a Z, you can say it to Z position. Like I don't know what I can tell, but it's going in down. So we'll be fix this bug and also we'll be improve our project. So first of all, as you can see that we add the recoils and lots of things. Okay, now it's good, but we need to stop this thing. Like when we only need this thing that when you are aiming. Okay, so we only need this thing. So for do that we need to open our TTP player first of all. Okay, yeah, we need to okay, so we need to open our TTP player BP. Okay, so we need to find out the like the event begin play, and here we that we said that use control pitch the rotation pitch true, we set it to true. So now we'll be disabling these things. Why I'm disabling this thing in event begin play? Because we want this thing to enable in only when you are aiming. Okay, so what will we do is basically find out the right mouse. Like the right mouse is for the aiming, so right, and here's our right mouse. Okay, there's the right mouse. Okay, it's in up. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so now what will we do is basically when we are aiming, okay, like when it's deactive and active our main camera, one is done, he'll be enable this use control rotation pitch. Okay, so then he again need to stop this thing, so will be untrick this thing, so it will be false. But now there is a problem. Let me show you that what kind of problem you can find, so it will be help you to find out. So as you can see, we can rotate now at this position. Okay, that's cool. Now we have a cam and we are pressing right mouse, so we can aim, but now as you can see we are locked that positions. Okay, like how we aim, we lock that position, even we come out from that position. So we need to fix that. If our if we release the pawn control rotation, and when this thing is become pitch, this pitch will be disable, we need to set our character to become again in the zero the location. So for do that we'll be search that set actor, let's see, you can search and set locations, and you find maybe the block and set location. So we need only the location, this that set actor locations. Okay, so at the set actor rotation you need to split it. As you can see, there's some values, we need to everything we want to 0, that's why. And we'll be compile and we'll be connected with these things, and make sure the target is self, so we'll be add the self. Okay, so now before we need to set it before control rotation become off. Okay, first of all it will be set the actor rotation right position to 0, then we'll be do the other stuff. Okay, so now let's test that it's working or not. Oh, okay, so it's changing the locations. I think we need to set it to maybe the rotations. So set rotations, set actor, ACT or actor rotations. Let's try by rotations, it's fixed or not. Target, now let's try. Yeah, as you can see, like when you are aiming right now it look like here, but our player become in the correctly position, not a wrong positions. Okay, so that's what we want, and basically our bugs is now fixed. Okay, so that is the simple bugs which we have, and now it's fixed. Now I am very happy our recall is working, and yeah, it's working totally great. Okay, one is working. Now what you need to do is basically very simple, that will be improved now something more, like uh, at our last test. Okay, like at our last test, what we add now, let me think that what we can update, like we add lots of things. So as you can see, our guns is some left, right, it's some kind of like left side, so we'll be fix it. So we can fix it by basically go in our skeleton mesh. So first of all, let's grab our skeleton mesh from there to in our TTP, the TTP. So I think it will be help us to find the skeleton always. Okay, like it will be help us to find out the skeleton body. So it can take some time to load up. As you can see, they are showing lots of the error because it's now moving, and there is a lots of animation by same skeleton body. So that's why it's taking kind of like its time, it takes some time, but don't worry, it will be work. Okay guys, our skeleton body now moved in our the TTP folder. So now we can find out this thing. So you can check out one time that are the skeleton working or not. Okay, yeah, it's working, it's good. Okay, now let's open our skeleton body. So at our skeleton body, just our this AKM is in the, so we need to first of all set it to a preview animation. So we'll be give it that idle and idle rifle, and as you can see that it's some in the left side. So okay, so we'll be first of all pause these animations, then we'll be set our gun. So GUN, and here's our gun. Now we'll be rotate it some. Okay, as you can see, if we rotate it so much, it will be can be damaged. Now let's see, it's in a 9, so let's set it to 9. Perfect. And maybe we need to give it yeah, some plus figure, so it will be it can be fixed. So now 10 is, I think, so make sure that it's not so much bad or so much more rotate. So let's try. Guys, yeah, I think now it's good. Wow, our recoil is so much. Yeah. Wow, there's a helicopter going. Yeah, nice. So as you can see, now it's good. It's enough good, I think. What you say, guys? Now it's enough good. Okay, so now it's good. So now we can do something more, like what you can add. Like we've already fixed the guns, and I don't know what you can add. So first of all, what you can do. Basically, uh let's check, and let's create the health system. Yeah, let's create the health system. I think it will be helpful. So for creating the health system, we need to first of all create a variables. We need to create some variables, that first of all that health. So we can call it that player play yr player play. Oh sorry man, player. Oh man, what I'm doing. Player LDH health, player health, and it will be a float variable. Okay, so this is a float variable. Make sure this is a float variable. Then we need a one more variable. This variable will be help you to verify that are we at date or not. So yeah, this block will be need later. For now it's not don't, and we don't need for now, but in later we need that. So we'll be call it that date. So we'll be set it to a boolean data or boolean variable. Okay, so now first of all we need to set some damage. So we can call the damage by many way, like there's a lots of way to add the damage. So as you can see, this is our basically the viewport. So at the viewport, what we'll be do is we can, let's try to selecting by this mesh, that if our with our mesh, if it's hit, so as you can see, there's a lots of that hit begin overlapped. And so let's try by event begin or event hits, that if with our mesh component, if it's hit, so will we get the damage. So for making the damage, now we need to cast something that what's for which things it will be get the damage. So let's first of all open our content browser and just go in our FPP blueprints, and here's, as you can see, there is a bullet, so we'll be copy these bullets, so we'll give it that AI then bullet. Bullet, so this bullet is for AI, that's why. Okay, now at here we can cast this thing, that cast to AI then bullet bullet. Okay, that is our AI bullet, so we'll be connected with this. So add the actor with like this. So now when our bullet will be hit with us, it will be gives the value. So first of all, will we get that the our health, get the health, and will be first of all verify that how much are our health greater than the 0 or not. If our health is 0, so it's mean that we are dead. Okay, so we'll be enable this thing that dead. So we'll be do it later. For now, let's leave this, like connect it with like that. And then if our health is not 0, it's mean that we have some health. What will we do is basically very simple, that minus or subtract that 0 0.0, then will be set our float variable. So kind of like this, and as you can see, that is the value, that how much it should be take the damage, like what is the damage value, how much the health down when the bullet will be hit with us. So for do that, in my case I'm setting it to 0.5. okay, that was so much. Let's make sure that if you select like this, that 0.5, make sure that our float value is correctly counting in 1. So we need to set this thing first of all. So we'll be set our correctly health is 1. The 1 is mean that we have the full value. Okay, so at our health will be set it to 0.05 and it will be set. Okay, then that is the basically the if our bullet will be hit with us and if you are getting damage. But if you are getting a damage in and our health is more than less than 0.0, so it will be do once, that do once, because it's we don't want to do it every time, that's why complete that death. Okay, so also at here will be verify a thing, that are we at death or not. So will be kind of like this, that if, okay, so that if we death or not, we can collab it to if you want, you can collab it to in a functions, so it will be do like that. But I think the function will be not a very good idea, like if you add this function, so it will be verify this thing. Okay, yeah, but I think that is not good. So will be, what will be do is basically break down this thing. Okay, okay, so first of all, now what will be do, I don't know what we can do. So yeah, so if it's dead, it's been that we are dead. So we can now play animation. So play animations, so play animation with the mesh. Okay, so that is our mesh. So we can play now any of dead animation. So let's search that are we have any kind of like a death animation or not. So DE, as you can see, we have lots of animation like this thing, and we have this thing, yeah, there's a lots of way to death. So we'll be grab that, we will be use them all. So basically make a area area random area, make sure we need to a random area, that's why. So now make area, so that is our, it will be pick a random animations. So that's why I will be use 3 animations, so 0 1 2. So at here will be said that the, or you can set like that, just drag and drop first one, second one and third one. So now it will be play a random animation every time. Okay, so I think that will be more good. It's give us some very cool thing. Yeah, it's kind of like cool. So we can check our value by, for now we can check this by J keyboard, like are it's working or not, or our function what we create in blueprint by blueprint, are it's working or not, we can verify this thing. So let's take our event tick and let's verify that how much we have, like how much health we have. So print string, sorry, not like that. Okay, so now we can see that how much health we have. As you can see, we correctly have the one. Let's place Z and it's dead. I don't know why it's dead. I think I said a wrong thing. Less than 0. As you can see, we are getting damage, and when it's 0, as you can see, we are dead, and it's play a random animation and correctly, yeah, we are dead. So that's why, that's what we want. So now we'll be updated something more, that as you can see after the date, let's date, as you can see now it's dead, but after the death we can right, we can now pick the gun, we can fire, we can aim, like we can jump, we can do everything. We just a dead, like a call dead, not a real dead. So we will be fix this thing, that if we are correctly dead, so we can't move. So for do that, we'll be search that again the TDB player at here, that as you can see at here will be said that component stop, you find like this, that stop movement activity. So let's try by stop, it's work or not. We are still moving, this block is not work. So stop movement immediately. Let's try this block, it's work or not. We are still I don't know why and how we are still moving. It should be deactive this component. So DACT deactive, let's try by deactive. Let's check it's work or not. So basically it's need some time to check, because you need to play. Yeah, and guys, finally it's working. As you can see that it's now working and we are basically dead. That's what you want, and that is so much good. Yeah, yeah guys, it's so much good. We are dead, but we are still we can't move or do something, like we can't jump and do anything, but we can, as you can see that we can now change the camera and we can like do this stuff. So we can fix this by some blocks or some code, that we can add this thing in our this that turn or looking rotation, that just get your date and verify it, that if our date is false. Okay, so we need this thing one more time, that's why I connected, that if we are date is false, so it's mean that we are alive, so we can do this thing or we can control this thing. Okay, that's why. So now let's test. As you can see now, even I can't, as you can see I can't do anything. Okay, yeah, but there is something working. Guys, just guess that what's working right now. It's working our timeline, what we creating in our, assume now that we created the timeline, so that's why it's working. But we can fix this thing, but as you can see now we can't do anything. Everything is stopped. That's why, that's what we want. Okay, so basically our date variable is working, our date system is working, we are getting damage. That was so good. So we can verify this thing from at here, that where is this timeline. Oh, that is the recal timeline. So this is the recal timeline, so we can verify like this. Basically just get the date, and if it's, if we are false, so we can't be okay. So we can use this thing in another way. Just cut this thing and add in left mouse press. Okay, so that if we are still alive, so it's that we if we are alive, so we can shoot, but if we are dead, so we can't shoot. So let's try, let's dead now, let's die now, not dead, let's die now. Okay, as you can see, we are not firing because this thing is not working. So basically it's good what you want. So guys, it's perfectly working, and I hope that video will be help you lots of things. And in the next video will be add our UI. Okay, so just wait for that video. Thank you so much for watching guys, love you all, and bye bye.